Hi, hello, and welcome again to another episode of Natural Juan. And now we're going to start our very own Session 1 of my Mutants and Masterminds 3rd edition campaign using GM Apprentice as our GM emulator. So, as stated before, or as you've seen in the PowerPoint presentation, we will be playing as a certain Asset Sigma, a young boy with amazing abilities, such as his ability to transform into just about any kind of superhero he wants to. But first, we need to know what's going on around him. So, yeah, wait a minute. I'm just going to open some of my PDFs here. And I'm going to open our digital dice. And let's see what happens, so we can get started in our game. So, there we go. Oops, wrong PDF. Yeah, the Game Master's Kit. We need this so he can use his power, so he has access to his powers. So, okay. So, it says here, Asset Sigma wakes up in his room. All the lights are off. There is no power. So this is where we are. This is where Asset Sigma is. Each square, oops, forgot to change this. Each square is 5 feet. So he wakes up in his room, and first let's ask, is there anything in the room with him? You know, useful stuff that maybe he can use. So let's set the odds as bad, because it's not that likely that there will be anything inside his room. So, yeah. Let's go to custom dice. Let's put in the 120. Yeah, that's a lot of sides, I know, but that's how I use my horror deck. 33. 120. Let's see what comes out. No. There is nothing. That's a big no, actually. So that means there's absolutely nothing in his room. There's not even a door. So, let's see if we can feel around for a door. Can he feel any openings? So let's put it at good this time, because how are people going to get in and out of there, right? So again, let's roll. 80. Yes, there is a door. Okay. Now, is it locked? So, since all the power is out, we can imagine all the doors are electronic. So, let's put in bad. It might be open after all. Let's roll again to 26. What does it say on 26? Again with this game, what will I say? The thing about GM emulators is that playing alone tends to be more rewarding with them than with a group, because with a group you need to reach a consensus on things. Like if I had 2 other guys with me, we'd have to agree what the odds are, if it would be bad, even, or good. So yes. So is it locked? Yes, it is locked. So now here's our chance to practice the Mutants and Mastermind system, the 3rd edition system. So wait, let's open up, where's Asset Sigma? There we go. These are his abilities, which are very low as you can see because he is just a child. So yeah, so Asset Sigma is already here. So let's see if we can open it. So it's locked. So Asset Sigma makes a strength check. The DC here will probably be 10 for average. And his strength is a -3, so it won't be helping him much. Let's see if we can get the door open. Natural 1! Oh my goodness. This could mean a variety of things, but one is the door handle or knob breaks. So he's gonna have to use his powers now. Well, at least we get to showcase his abilities. So he has 1 hero point, which he now has to use up. So Asset Sigma consumes 1 hero point to transform. Okay, now I'm going to showcase how I use the Game Master's kit, because I don't think this is how it's supposed to work all the time. So okay. So here's a table of the stuff he can turn into. So let's try this one. 16. What is 16? Supernatural creature. Okay. Let's put the power level is 10, as everything in the Game Master's kit is power level 10 with 150 power points. Usually. Okay. Now let's go to the supernatural creature tables. Okay. Here's the next set of things we can change into. 11. Vampire. So here are his stats as a vampire. That looks good. -3. See, the Game Master's kit is for generating random heroes. I'm just using this so that Asset Sigma, our hero, has the ability to turn into just about any kind of superhero, because this Game Master's kit contains just about, maybe not all, but just about any kind of superhero. You can be like Iron Man, Superman, or even Venom or Deadpool. So yeah, vampire, that's more like, what's his name? Morbius. His fighting is 10. He has an intellect, awareness, and presence. 1, 3, and 2. That's good. Now let's check his next set of abilities. His advantages. Sorry about that. Throat's always bad in the morning, I don't know why. 15. Savage. Okay. These are his advantages. Next, we're going to choose his skills. 2. And 2 is bestial. Okay. This is good. This will probably give him the strength to get out. Next. Powers. So first he's going to need his offensive powers first. So what will it be? 1. Brutish strength. Oh, he's got enhanced strength already. Oh, that gives him a strength of 10. Wow. Now, where's that vampire? So he'll also get blood drain, obviously, being a vampire. What else? His primary powers. What will his primary powers be? Living vampire. Oh, so he gets stamina and impervious toughness 10. What are his other abilities? His utility powers. 6. Children of the Night. So he can summon these as minions. "14. Spider climb. So he can wall crawl. Okay, that's good. Now time to total his abilities. So he's got 6, and he's got so what'll happen here is I'm gonna total his abilities. So first, let's go with the living vampire. So he gets a 15 in stamina, which is pretty high. Actually, that's very high. He's also got impervious toughness. When you say impervious, this ability means that anything that is lower than half of this number will have no effect. For example, if a gun does 2 damage, since it's lower than 5, which is half of 10, it will never do any damage. Only a weapon that has 6 and above damage can actually hurt him. Okay, next he has +4 strength. That means he's got 10 strength now. He's got regeneration, if he can get people's blood. So now let's calculate his defenses. His dodge is added to his agility, so that's 3. His parry is 10, because fighting is 10. See, fighting adds to parry. His toughness, he already has 15 stamina, so that means it's 25 toughness. That is very tough. And his fortitude is 15, thanks to stamina. And his will is, let's see, he has an awareness of 3. So, oh wait, sorry, I forgot to show you guys that Yes, so here we go. Here is what's added to his ability. Here's what's added to his defenses. So this is for... the last part is for vampires. Okay. So it's +6. +0. Another +0. Oh wait. Toughness is +0. And his will is what? +6. So that's 3 plus 6. Now let's total his defenses. So dodge 3 plus 6 is 9. Parry is 10. Toughness is 25. Fortitude is 15. And will is 9. His main attack will be, of course, unarmed, since he doesn't have any weapons on him yet. And it's a close attack. He's got an initiative of 3. To hit, since it's a close attack, his fighting, it should be 10. +10. And the effect is damage 10. Because of his strength. See? It's a strength-based attack. Now, let's begin. So, Asset Sigma tries to break through a wall. Now you're probably asking, how am I going to compute for this? Well, there is a table on how you can break objects like walls and stuff like that. And it can be found in the damage section. So, okay. So we're talking about reinforced concrete here. So I make my attack. This is for a static enemy, so basically my attack will be 10 plus 15. But since it's I know you get penalties for attacking. Some materials are shown on material toughness table. The listed ranks are for about an inch distance rank of the material +1 or toughness. Devices have a base toughness equal to the total points in the device divided by 5, rounded down, minimum of 1. So okay. So we're going to try to break through reinforced concrete. So my attack is 10 plus 15. That is equal to 25 versus 8 plus. So what? So technically, the wall gets a toughness roll. 5 equals 13. Well, it's not strong enough, so we have a success. Asset Sigma breaks through the wall. Now let's see if he encounters anything. Now I'm going to tell you how the tension system works for GM Apprentice. The tension is 1 because this is just us starting out, and I'm going to show you how this works. 8. See this number here? A number has to be equal to 1 or if the number is like 5 or 7, it has to be lower in order for us to have an attack. What was our number again? Oh yeah, 48. 48. 5. We're fine. So no. So now, Asset Sigma in the form of a vampire is out now. So, are there any lights outside? Remember, lighting also plays a big role in this game. Well, if your character has special senses and stuff like that, it won't be a problem. But if your character is, relies on sight a lot, it becomes difficult for them. So are there any lights outside? So the odds will be even because we're not sure. That's another thing about GM Apprentice. Just like Mythic's GM Emulator, if you're not sure, go for even because you're not sure. So let's see. 75. Even. Yes, there is light outside. What does Asset Sigma see? Now time to use sensory snippet. 114. See the eye? Roiling, oily smoke. There's a fire. This is bad because he is a vampire. He's really weak to fire. So that means he has to find the exit real fast. So, let's go. Let's run out of here. And besides, he's only got like... he's only got 20 minutes of staying in this form. He has to turn back into something. He has to turn back to the child that he is. So, yeah, let's get out of here. So he's going to try to run down this corridor here. So Scene 3. Asset Sigma runs down the southern corridor. Does he encounter anything? The tension is 2 now, because this is the second scene. Problem with the method I'm doing is that, it's not like drawing cards. I'm essentially just rolling for cards. And sometimes you get like that, 118, it's not actually 8. So we have to sift through all of these other cards to get to the card with the actual 8. Wait a minute. There we go, the actual 8. So, does he encounter anything? 7. No. Scene 4. Asset Sigma sees the control station for the floor. So he is here. And this here is the control station and the stairs. So, is it occupied? Since there's a fire, that's not very likely, is it? So let's put in bad. N. Okay, let's see. Bad. No. So it's not, there's nobody there. Okay, so acid sigma goes to the control station and checks the door. Is it locked? Let's put it in at even, because we're not sure. Yes, it's locked. So again, we're going to have to use our strength. So acid sigma makes a strength check versus door versus iron door, just to make things more challenging. So 10 plus 15 equals 25 versus let's say it's let's just make it steel then. Yeah, sorry about that. You know, it's how tabletop games are played anyway. Sometimes you forget details, and since I'm just one person, I can't really remember everything. Plus, let's see if it's strong enough. 16. That is a lot. Equals. So 25. But since they are equal, that means acid sigma succeeds. But just barely. Like, it's right on the same thing, so it's almost a failure. So he succeeds. And before we go out, looks at the controls. Oh wait. A better question would be, what does acid sigma find inside? Let's roll for a catalyst now, because this can determine a later plot point. 98. So the catalyst is an evil curse to break. Some sort of magical curse is on the place apparently, and Acid Sigma needs to overcome it in order to win. So now let's use some sensory snippets to get a better idea of what's happening. What does he see? 71. Snarling with flecks of spittle. Okay, I think we're gonna have our first combat round here. Our first combat demo. What does he hear? $34. A beating heart. This does not bode. Yeah, this does not bode well. I mean, for Asset Sigma, because this does mean that we'll be getting a combat showcase now. What does he smell? $42. Newsprint. This means, and I'm gonna open up another. I'm gonna open up another map here. NPCs, these are the kinds of enemies he's going to face. So, with the sensory snippets we're given, we're going to face a psi zombie, you know, psychic controlled zombie. A psychic zombie, like the ones from Stephen King's Cell. So, or is Asset Sigma? There he is. So, the psi zombie is here. And we are forced into combat. So Asset Sigma rolls initiative. He has an initiative of 3, bonus initiative. 19, that is pretty high. That is 22. Psi zombie rolls initiative. Let's see what his abilities are. So it's a 0. That's not much. $13. So it's 13. So guys, I remember posting a video about monster behaviors, but in this case, since it's just a zombie, he'll probably just be the berserker type or the brute type that just goes in and swings and attacks. So I don't think there's a need to roll to decide what kind of action he'll take, because we're already pretty sure that he's going to try to get us with his hands and teeth. He's just gonna get us with an unarmed attack. So round 1, since we have the higher initiative, we're gonna go first. So Asset Sigma. Where are we? So Asset Sigma moves 10 feet. And as a next move, Asset Sigma attacks Psi Zombie with unarmed attack. Our fighting is 10. So we're going to roll for his attack. 7. That's equal to 21. Versus, what is the zombie's defense? He has a defense, he has a parry defense of 0. So if it's going to be calculated as a defense, it's like 0 plus 10. So he at least gets 10 versus 10. But since we have a higher one, and if you divide, since not only is it a success, it's a success too, because 21 minus 10 is 11, And if you divide 11 into 5, you have 2. That means you have 2 degrees of success. That means we succeed in the attack. So now let's see if the zombie will, how tough the zombie is. So size zombie makes a toughness save. Let's see if he can survive the attack. So our damage is equal to 10 plus 15 equals 25 versus, let's see how tough he is. He's got a 0. That ain't much. 0 plus 16. Now, since this zombie is since he is a minion, any successful, if he fails his toughness save, he is automatically incapacitated. The same cannot be said for other enemies, but if a certain NPC is considered a minion, just like this size zombie, he is automatically incapacitated after a successful attack. Is incapacitated. Now, for all you people who want to learn more about the system, you can turn any NPC into what they call a sidekick. That means they don't die, they don't get incapacitated if they fail their toughness save once. Instead, they just get a penalty or whatever conditions affect them. But like I said, if they are minions, just like these critters are, since they are all minions, one successful hit, and when they fail their toughness save, they can't resist it. If they fail, just like this size zombie here, since 25 is higher than 16, it means they are automatically incapacitated. So, combat ends. Asset Sigma leaves the scene. He goes through the stairs. Hopefully there's a, I don't know, maybe a fire control mechanism here that will prevent everything from burning down, because this is actually the lowest floor of the site or the facility, and if it's not put out, the fire will just spread. So anyway, that's it for this episode of Natural Juan. This is session 1 of Experimental Assets. I guess I'll see you again in session 2. So if you like this, please feel free to like and share. And if you want more content like this, like the upcoming session 2, you can subscribe to my channel and hit that bell so you'll be one of the first ever to see it. So yeah. Anyway, everybody, I hope everyone is having a good day, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Thanks a lot for watching.